This is a wine that is fermented and aged in the Georgian clay pots known as Qvevri. These are large egg-shaped vessels that are buried in the ground. To make this wine, Klein Amoskuil takes the 5 grapes in the blend and they co-ferment them. So what this means is they take all of the grapes during harvest and they put them in whole clusters. So the stems, the seeds, and the skins are all put in to the Qvevri. They then take a stick with a long flat end and crush all of the grapes to release the juice and also macerate those skins, seeds, and stems with that juice. And this is the beginning of the orange wine. So they use a native yeast fermentation here. So it takes a few days for the yeast to kind of start to activate and kick in and start to eat the sugars in the grapes. And because of that egg shape, throughout the process of fermentation, as CO2 is created, it kind of circulates in the wine and keeps the stems, seeds, and skins at the top. Every day or so, the winemaker goes in and punches down all of those stems, seeds, and skins to bring more of that maceration process into effect. You can kind of think of this like steeping tea. When you have the bag at the top, it doesn't make as strong of a drink, but if you dip the bag in several times, you end up with a stronger tea. So because of that, when you look at this wine, it's quite amber, and that comes from that maceration process and that punch down process. They do this for about 4 weeks, at which point the fermentation ends, and then all of those skin, seeds, and stems sink to the bottom of the Qvevri, which naturally clarifies and leaves behind this clean, clear wine. But now it is amber. So when you drink this, you should end up with these really beautiful, kind of bright tropical fruit notes. You should have some tannin from that 4 weeks of skin contact, which is a key element of orange wine. And then you should end up with a little bit of this kind of textural component, which are Semillon, Chenin Blanc, Viognier, Sauvignon Blanc, and Petit